Machete. Machete.
Don't you mean machete?
No, Machete.
Oh.
The uncle from Spy Kids who got his own spin-off movie that was very dark and very violent.
Wait, are you telling me that Machete was a spin-off of Spy Kids?
Machete.
Wait, this whole time I thought Machete was just him doing his own thing.
No.
It was a spin-off.
Well, he plays the same character.
Fuck. That did not look like a Spy Kids spin-off.
You didn't notice when he, snapped a Thumb's neck?
Liam, they don't have necks, they're thumbs.
Hey everyone, welcome to Jojo's World.
Good morning. Isn't it a great day, Liam?
Such a day. The sun is in the sky, I'm alive.
I'm maybe employed
And more important... Oh, sorry, that is actually legitimate live
legitimate news.
Congratulations, Nick.
Thank you.
Everyone do a little golf clap wherever you are.
Shall I do one here?
No.
Okay, fair.
That would be self-congratulatory. And we never do that.
Are you going to do one for
I'm
me?
Liam S. Smith, one of your co-hosts.
And I'm Nick Ballantyne, the other one of the co-hosts.
This is our JoJo's Bizarre Adventure recap and discussion podcast where we talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure one day at a time.
Who are you right now?
I'm Liam S. Smith, one of your
Are you
co-hosts.
trying to be like a bad Australian accent?
I don't know what you're talking about, Nick. This is my normal voice.
What's it?
It's very normal.
It sort of receded back into normal voice for some reason, but okay. So
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
JoJo's has suddenly gotten very real very quickly.
Today, we watched the 17th episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 5, Golden Wind, entitled Babyface. It is, of course, the 130th episode, 130.
That's divisible by 10 and
That's a
by...
prime number.
Ooh,
It's
no,
the primest
no.
of the numbers.
Oh, buddy.
I look at that number and I say, yeah, Babyface, that's an Optimus Prime number.
Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts, Liam.
I found your kryptonite, Nick.
No, not like this.
It, of course, covers chapters 500 through 505 of the manga.
Huh, that's
Packed a lot in.
chapters.
Get rid of this stupid arc in one episode.
Wait, that's the end.
We were watching. Oh yeah, that's the end of that.
What? But what? Oh, okay.
There might be a quick coda where he punches him a lot next episode or something, but that's the bulk of it.
I was thinking there must be more because
So many times during the watching of this episode, I turned to Nick and just said, "This episode fucking sucks."
you literally at the very beginning, after the first thing, even before the opening came on, you just go, "Yeah, this episode fucking sucks." I just went, "Oh, okay," and then it started, and you were like, "Man, this episode fucking sucks so much."
I don't love this fight. It's got some creepy consenty stuff at the start. And it doesn't even have the potential of the strength episode in that regard.
Was the strength episode
The orangutan
Yep. Gotcha. Understood.
doesn't even have a great orangutan, or to potentially be great to redeem that.
It just has a laptop,
Yeah.
which, as we all know, no one likes new technology.
Of course, the laptop is the newest technology.
Ugh, hate it.
Anyway, Nick,
Yeah.
shut up.
Oh.
Because I want to share with you some words of wisdom from the author of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Hirohiko Araki,
We've never done this before.
in an author's note for the Babyface arc volume of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure manga.
My God.
It's full of manga.
What? That's...
So you may have already noticed
Yeah.
this text is accompanied by a picture of what looks to be a pencil in a not very clean toilet.
Yeah. Some might say that.
Yep.
And there's a lot of words.
Of all my possessions, this is of course volume 54.
Ooh, 54.
That's a prime number.
Liam, I swear to God, I'm actually going to have an aneurysm.
Of all my possessions, the domestic appliance I've been having for the most time
Go on. Yep.
is a mixed oven toaster.
Are those the things that are like yay big and you open the front?
I don't know, man.
Okay, all right.
I got it for free from a friend who bought the toaster in 1978 under the This is like I was wearing an onion on my belt, as was the style at the time.
See, back then, bread wasn't an available commodity.
I got it for free from a friend who bought the toaster in 1978 under the pretense that it was battered. And it came with me when I left my hometown to go to the capital in 1984.
Okay.
Granted, it's messed up, but I've used it for 13 years. It hasn't shown any deficiency either, as was the style at the time. An old-style spring timer, no useless functions, it's easy to toast bread with, it's orange and tasteless, but since it's really helpful, I figured I'd talk about it.
Okay, I have so many questions.
Yep.
It's easy to toast bread. That's fine.
Yep.
No useless functions.
No useless functions. It just toasts the bread. End of sentence.
End of sentence. It's orange and tasteless.
Well, I'm sure the toast isn't tasteless.
Yeah, but-
well, no more so than toast on its own already is.
But how did you come to the conclusion that the oven toaster was tasteless?
Well, it's probably orange and quite gaudy, and it's quite battered.
Didn't really answer the question, Liam. Does he
In terms of aesthetic taste, Nick.
Oh,
Not in terms of its flavour, or even its mouthfeel.
Oh. Don't you mean texture?
No, they're different.
No, that's fair.
Texture refers to, like, when you're cutting something, whereas mouthfeel is self-explanatory.
Mouthfeel is a good reference, whereas texture, it's nothing.
I like that guy in that Bob's Burgers episode with the burger cooking contest, and the one judge who just keeps going, exquisite mouthfeel.
Oh, man.
Nick, shut up.
What? Are we doing more
Because
of this?
I want to share with you a tweet that I made earlier this week,
You have been loving this tweet.
which is so niche in my wheelhouse and in the wheelhouse of this podcast. I got no likes for it because it's too inaccessible, but the people who listen to this podcast will probably get it.
The best part is, it's amazing. It's an amazing tweet, and the perfect example of what true genius never gets recognized in this world.
So someone tweeted about the fact that in 1989, the cash-strapped Soviet Union paid Pepsi with 17 submarines, a cruiser, a frigate, and a destroyer in exchange for $3 billion worth of Pepsi.
Wow, that's a lot.
This caused Pepsi to become the 6th largest military power in the world for a moment, because they sold the fleet for scraps recycling. Someone retweeted that with the comment, I decided to become a Pepsi still has a secret navy truther. And I retweeted with a comment on that, the good, great, hilarious, and so topical Metal Gear Solid 5 quote parody.
Go on.
So this was, of course, the scene where various members of Mother Base have been infected with a deadly parasite and died, and they've had their bodies cremated, and the plan is to dump all that ash into the sea until Big Boss has an epiphany.
Right.
He opens up one of those sweet satchels of ash and rubs it on his face.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah. And he's like, I won't sprinkle your cola to the soulless sea. I will always be with you. We are crystal pups, see? Which is funny, and I'm going to explain the joke, because they're called the Diamond Dogs, and Crystal Pepsi is a thing. And furthermore, there's a picture that I attached from the Metal Gear wiki of, I think it's from Peace Walker, you can develop Pepsi-branded t-shirts for your guards to wear.
How long did it take you to come up with these tweets?
30 seconds.
It's like you spend all of a Friday night going, that's it, I need to create the greatest tweet
Perfect tweet. Anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest and like and retweet.
How ephemeral. So,
I don't know if that's the right context for that word.
what, ephemeral?
Yeah.
A tweet? A tweet is ephemeral.
I
Come on.
suppose so. I thought you meant that 5 minutes of our podcast I just monopolise.
That is also very ephemeral, because we all know that the podcast is very transient in nature. At any moment, the fight could change on a dime. The balance of
That's
power.
almost the thing that I say, which I took from the announcers in WWE, I want to say 2016, whichever one they did the bulk of VGCW in, which of course stands for Video Game Championship Wrestling. The now, I think, defunct Twitch streaming series where they would
just make custom characters and have them fight each other.
as AI,
Yeah.
and then craft elaborate wrestling storylines around that.
Yes.
So, Nick,
Yes.
Babyface,
What about it?
preliminary thoughts on this epi.
Fuck. This is basically the thought.
Yeah, we've already covered what I kept turning to you and saying, but
Yeah.
of course, you kept turning to me and saying, what the fuck, Liam?
Yeah, it was just like this entire episode. So normally we have like the standard of JoJo's tends to be, this is very bizarre. This is very weird, but very fun.
Normally we don't talk to each other that much during the episode, because you're watching and I'm taking notes, and occasionally we'll just do like a quick one line, and then we talk during the ad breaks.
We're like MST3K, but with like one line for half an hour.
Yeah, sure. This episode...
We were just like, what the fuck and what?
And I was not engaging.
You just sat there with your head down almost the whole time going...
Type. Oh, this is good stuff. I gotta get this.
Although we did get the best onomatopoeia in the series.
I missed it. I was taking notes.
Splanch.
Splanch. Ha, I'm Splanch Dubois.
Splanch Dubois.
I'm a faded southern belle from space. Here are my predatory tentacles that I seduced that schoolboy with.
If there's one thing I've learned, it's to always trust in the kindness of consumption.
Close enough.
Yep. Just like a whole bunch of tentacles come down and just eat the earth, and it's like, Blanche, what are you doing? It's like,
Splanch.
Splanch, what are you doing? It's like, I'm going home. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great.
Is that how Streetcar goes?
Pretty much.
Okay, great. I know that there's a bit where she's like, I always trust in the kindness of strangers, but I can't think of a witty pun on that to do with Stan's tentacles or Splanch.
Also, that's quite a sad scene.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I only know it from The Simpsons.
Of course, yeah.
Where, of course, it would be ruined.
Everyone go and watch the musical Streetcar Named Desire adaptation episode of The Simpsons.
Oh, so good. So good.
Featuring John Lovitz as the director and as the daycare facility operator.
What?
So, Babyface, episode 1 out of 1.
There will be no more Babyface because, dear God, no.
We start where we left off last time, where Melone, a member of the Hitman team,
Thank you.
is by the stopped train being like, on the phone, and someone on the phone who we can assume is probably Risotto Nero, the leader of the Hitman team, is like, can you track them, Melone? And Melone is like, yeah, I got some of Bucciarati's blood.
We're gonna do it.
Don't really know how it's Bucciarati's, as you pointed out.
Again, it was just this blood on the ground that's like,
yes,
probably Bucciarati, right? Maybe.
Slight, taste.
Orange and tasteless.
Tastes like Bruno.
That sweet Buccia mouthfeel.
Cool.
It's like you
just double checking the meaning of the name Bucciarati again. I want to say it might be a music thing.
I mean, I hope so, but I'm also not sure.
Because of course you may recall, basically everyone else is named after food. So that could be where the humour comes in.
Oh, here we go. Can we explain the joke even better?
Sicilian fig cookie. Love that figgy taste.
Fig cookie.
So tart or sweet or whatever figs taste like. Meanwhile, in the train, a very haughty-toity...
Excuse me?
Yeah, a very haughty-toity woman is like, oh, I'm so angry at this train delay. I didn't really notice all of the weird aging stuff that was going on before.
God, why do I have to be on this train? At least I get my own little booth area.
And there's that crying brat that was super old before.
Ugh. Well, I don't want to be here with these peasants.
God, and I'm Malone. I'm here to ask you some invasive questions.
Excuse me, how did you get in here?
Oh, I've got this big computer that I'm sticking this blood in. And I'm just gonna root through your purse to look for your birth date.
What, again, who are you?
March 10, 1977. You're 24 years old.
Putting out there, I didn't invite you into my cabin, man.
It's very bellissime.
Again, didn't invite you in here. Can you skedaddle?
She slaps him in the face.
Yep. And he's all like, that was a good slap, eh?
Such a good slap.
Every episode.
No, so I feel like because this guy keeps peppering in the Italian, he's asking for it.
Yeah, I guess so. He's always like, hey, a bueno slapperoo.
So this guy says the phrase di molto a fair few times in this episode. The Jojo wiki claims that it translates to of very, and is not actually used in Italian, being grammatically awkward, and molto bene, or very good, would be a more accurate phrase.
Right, okay.
But di molto, I believe that is the phrase, the soundbite that plays in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Eyes of Heaven, at the start of every battle round.
Wait.
Or maybe the victory.
I was going to say, Demolto plays...
Yeah, much like, Gorilla Fate is tuning in BlazBlue.
Gorilla Fate
is tuning.
what the worst part is? That's a really good joke. It's a genuinely good joke. Like, every time I hear that, I go, Wheel of Fate's turning all right. But if those words weren't there, goddamn. Goddamn. Are we racist? Is this... We've done the...
I mean, that wasn't great.
No. But at the same time, we do point out a lot of things.
I mean, they dubbed the rest of the game. They could have dubbed that.
Not only in Cross-Tag Battle, though. Like, every other BlazBlues never had dubbing.
No, totally.
Yeah.
I've played dubs with dubbed games. Dubbed games. Dubbed games of BlazBlue in the plot mode.
No.
Yeah, maybe in their...
Central Fiction.
Maybe not the battle cries and such, but...
maybe the visual novel bits?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
There's a squirrel girl in that franchise, but she's not Doreen Green, the only squirrel girl I care about.
Who's Doreen Green? Is she from DuckTales?
No, she's the unbeatable squirrel girl.
Oh!
From Marvel Comics, as written by Ryan North of Dinosaur Comics.
Who is, canonically, the most powerful being in the universe.
So.
Whoa.
In the unbeatable squirrel girl, granted, she's very unbeatable.
Yeah.
But she wins most of her battles with friendship.
I mean, not Thanos. She pounds him into the ground.
But she made friends with Galactus.
That's fair. That's fair.
Went up to the moon and had a good chat with him.
Oh. Was he all like, I've seen the error
I'm
of my ways.
Galactus. I'm big and lonely. I just want to talk to someone. Oh, I can go eat another planet? Thank you for the suggestion, Squirrel Girl. We're friends on Twitter now.
Oh, look at that. Are you friends with Galactus on Twitter?
Yeah.
Do you follow him?
No.
That's not as
He's always
creepy
trying
as
to
I thought.
slide into my DMs. Like, hey, Liam, you up?
You're just like, demolto, please.
Yeah, so he's there, he's being a bit creepy, and it only gets bigger and creepier.
Gorilla Fates is... Oh, Jesus.
I don't care who you are, this is entirely about breeding for me.
Wait, it's about breeding, says the lady. What?
I can taste by this... Oh yeah, that bit. The bit.
So he slaps.
She for
holds
some
the
reason,
hand.
yeah, she holds her hand on his slapped face. Everything goes black and white except for his tongue, which tastes the rainbow.
So he just does like a... What's the Kakyoin thing?
Rero.
He does a little rero
Yep.
on her hand, and she's all like,
As you would be.
this is too much.
It reminds me, it's like a creepier version, much creepier version. It reminds me of a bit, I've been rewatching 30 Rock recently, where Jack Donaghy, played by Alec Baldwin,
Beautiful.
shakes hands with the sort of scam artisty parent or mother of Jenna Maroney, the crazy star of the show they make.
Yep.
And he says, they're shaking hands and he says, "Stop stroking my palm with your middle finger. This is a business deal."
Oh, so good.
Stop licking my hand. This is a self-defense assault.
Stop licking my hand. This is about breeding.
I see that you drink and smoke. Do you use any drugs? If you do drugs, that would be demolto amazingly great.
Can you get out of my booth now?
So yeah, he's rambling about that, and he's not even listening. Like, she's like, "Do you want like my money or my credit card? Like, you're really creeping me out."
I'm really, my family is, and he's all like, no,
Hey, shut up.
don't tell me. I don't need a name.
I want to share with you 48 positions from the Kama Sutra.
What?
And he's got his big laptop. Too big to be a laptop, really.
No, I reckon if he bought it in the 80s, which I imagine Hirohiko
This
Araki...
takes place in 2001-ish.
Again, if Hirohiko Araki was the man I think he is, he never got past the 80s laptop phase.
And there's like really old style digital constructions of faces doing various kinds of kissing.
Yep. Some upside down, some right side up, some in between.
Some big tongue.
Some really long tongue.
Choose one of these. And then tentacles that form into arms and legs come out of the laptop and it gets a little head.
What?
It runs at the woman. She like cowers in the corner. It
smashes the window.
causing it to like spider web.
And
Then we tastefully cut away from what we assume, but are later told is not horrific sexual assault.
So when that happened, I looked at you and went, Liam, what?
Conception complete. 3 minutes until birth. Would you like to integrate the DNA sample?
Yes, of course I would.
We're going to make something atrocious. Demolto.
I think we already did, maybe?
Our opening happens.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable.
Deeply so. Partly because of weird tentacle laptop man who's all like,
I'm here to do crimes.
and you're like, okay.
This is not what I signed up for, Jojo's Bizarre Adventure.
And then, also partly uncomfortable, is just the fact that it's all so very...
Well, Maloney just likes to watch.
Yeah. Very weird.
Mm.
Yeah. But at least we get a vaguely, almost not at all realistic single-cell organism multiplying into weird fetal thing shot.
Yeah,
so that's the thing.
Is that metastasizing, or is that what cancer does?
I'm going to say yes.
Babyface. Not unlike a cancer in its own right.
To this episode, would you say?
Or to the mother. The unnamed mother who was used only for her breeding potential. Doesn't look great.
No, it doesn't really look very good at all. So, OP happens.
But, of course, Maloney is a bad person.
That's true. Demolto bad. God, every time I hear demolto, I just think of like malt M-A-L-T.
Like a malt beverage.
Yeah.
Going down to Pop's chocolate shop and having a nice malt beverage with Babyface.
Well, exactly. So I'm just thinking like, demolto.
When will Babyface ask me to the prom? Oh, baby, do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, conception.
Baby face. You are my baby face.
I don't need a name.
And you're sexually assaulting me.
It's so bad.
Yep,
it's so bad.
Okay, the opening happens. It's that song that I just sang. Meanwhile, all our friends are hiding in a truck, which is driving on a highway towards Firenze and Rome, and presumably Venice, where they're headed.
Bro, they're headed to Venice. I thought they were headed to Florence.
No, the express train was going to Florence, which was on their way to their ultimate destination.
Venice.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Which you may recall we've been to before.
Have we?
Mm-hmm.
When?
Part 2.
Part 2. Oh, Colosseum, man.
No.
No. Close with Caesar.
Going to meet Lisa.
Yes. Who's Lisa?
Trish. Lisa's Trish.
That's it. It all comes out now.
They're all in the turtle. The turtle is under the seat in a truck. They're all hiding, and Naranthia's like, man, everyone's miserable. The atmosphere sucks in here.
This is terrible. Why is everyone so unhappy?
Well, Trish is unhappy because she's in a very stressful situation and no one's telling her anything about it.
Well, no, Giorno is all like, well, Arantia, humans tend to react differently to things. Allow me to exposit about Trish's PTSD.
She's a stand user, and she has a mysterious father who's put her life in danger, and Bruno isn't telling her anything about it.
We call this operant conditioning.
Cut to Giorno's internal monologue. I'd like to use my powers to examine Trish to see if I can learn anything about the boss. Truly, I am a positive mirror of the Hitman team.
I tried so desperately.
Well, I should have described them as a dark mirror of him.
Yeah. But at the same time, you tried so hard.
And I got so not very far at all.
In the end, it really mattered too.
Yeah, it really mattered for the quality of this podcast.
But unfortunately, it didn't even matter.
Trish is so strong-willed, she's not even crying. But who is crying? Number 5, the crybaby Sex Pistol.
Mister, tell them to get the hands off the hamburger and share it with me.
But there is no hamburger.
You silly bullet.
Hey, where'd that hamburger come from?
Says the driver.
And no.
Says the mister.
Yep. And we see all the Sex Pistols just floating in the sky, picking out on this big old hamburger.
Just chowing down.
Yep. Chomper.
And they're like, there's no hamburger in here. Where'd you get the hamburger from?
And the driver is like,
oh, my hamburger disappeared.
Hey, there's something under that seat there. Mayhaps it's my missing hamburger.
He leans down, taking his eyes off the road for a mere second.
But that was all he needed, as the truck flips over and everyone dies.
The end of Jojo's.
Yep. He picks up the turtle. A turtle. Something in its back. Some kind of jeweled key.
So Mister, being the forward-thinking and definitely rational human being that he is, definitely not a terrible choice.
Just super cash.
Just looks at him and goes, punches him out.
Through the turtle. It looks pretty cool how he just shoots his hand up into the sky.
It reminds me of like an Earthworm Jim moment where it's like, Earthworm Jim, the known earthworm that has superhuman powers due to his supersuit,
Yep, this is the Earthworm Jim lore.
pops out of that hole and like punches something.
Oh yeah, how he like uses his head as a whip.
Exactly.
Earthworm Jim, of course, guest character in Clay Fighter 63 and a third.
Amazing.
Earthworm Jim creator, of course, huge piece of shit.
Wait, who created Earthworm Jim?
I don't know, some asshole.
Okay, sure.
Some like neocon blogger.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
Okay, guy is knocked out, truck starts to crash, everyone's like, hey, what the fuck's going on with the truck? And Mister's like, oh, I don't know.
I was on door duty, I had no idea, I didn't see anything.
I looked away for mere moments.
Suddenly, the truck just smashed into the side of the road. What was I meant to do? I can't do that.
Back at the train. Birth complete. So there's this whole sequence here where we cut between Malone, who is outside the train on his laptop with his motorcycle.
Yep.
And then... Okay, so they call it Babyface's child, because technically speaking, Babyface is the laptop.
Okay.
But for ease of reference, let's just call the thing Babyface.
Okay, sure. Can we call it... what did the TV show... What did the anime call Babyface?
Babyhead.
Can we call Babyhead the laptop and Babyface...
Well, I don't really think we're going to be referring to the laptop much anymore.
I'll find a way, Liam.
In a thing that makes it very hard for me to track in my notes,
Okay.
when Babyface speaks, it pops up as text on Malone's laptop screen.
Yeah.
Of course, in Japanese, which is then super titled as English text.
Yeah.
But you don't always hear that dialogue, which sometimes made it very hard for me to note take.
Basically, the whole time anything is happening, it's super fast and super fast to read.
Yeah.
But it doesn't help the episode.
So there's this whole sequence where, first the woman wakes up,
And she's all like, oh god,
quickly checks herself,
that man knocked me unconscious.
confirms that she hasn't been sexually assaulted.
She's like, okay, nothing happened, all is well.
Yep.
Well, I say all is well. Nothing is well. I have been hit by a man on a train. This is unacceptable.
She says some key phrases, including, like, I want to kill that guy, what a piece of shit.
And on the screen, way back in the laptop, Malone sees, Father, what does kill mean?
Well, kill is when you kill someone, essentially.
Ah.
So I've got a question here.
Yeah.
She calls the train conductor to her cabin to, like, look into this whole thing that just happened to her.
Uh-huh.
But didn't Pesci kill the train conductor?
You know, I don't remember. So I'm going to say maybe. No, the conductor's different from the driver.
Okay.
Yeah, the driver at the front is definitely dead. But the conductor is the guy who...
But the train does start up again later, so someone on board knows how to...
Yeah, the conductor.
Okay.
Think of it this way. The driver is lead violin. The conductor is the conductor.
Oh.
So he's making sure everything's going okay with everyone while everyone plays their part. So the guy in the back shoveling coal,
He's the conductor.
he's the bassoon.
Oh.
The conductor's the conductor,
Ah.
right? He's made of a very thin, fine silicon resin that when applied with enough volts...
Okay, I get it. And who's the fat controller?
He's Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh!
He's the weird baby face
I'm just going to do a quick Google.
of the fat
No,
controller.
this is just very scientific.
Okay.
Fat controller.
Uh-huh, yep.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
That's the Polish spelling of
Yep,
Thomas.
Thomas.
Thomas, the Tank Engine.
Stand.
I'm sorry, what? Is that...
JJBA.
Does this exist? Is this a real thing?
No relevant results.
Except that one with Hirohiko Araki splayed on Jesus' face.
You know, I thought I could find the fat controller doing like a Jojo pose with Thomas.
Yeah, that's fair.
There is, however, a picture of sheer heart attack with Thomas's face. So, you know,
It all comes
call
full
it a
circle.
draw.
God, that is very detailed, isn't
Yeah.
it? Oh.
Demolto.
D-Molto.
She keeps getting angry, and this is educating Babyface on how to be angry and murderous.
Well, not directly.
We've
though.
skipped over something essential.
What?
Which is when Malone went through their star signs and
Oh, God, we did skip that.
compared how compatible they are. Now, of course, Bruno Bucciarati is a...
Sagittarius?
No, he's either a Pisces
Aries?
or an Aries.
One of the two. Yep. This is what we're here for.
He's a Libra.
He's a Libra.
I'm sure they said Aries or Aries in this show, didn't they?
I think they said she was an Aries, maybe?
Let me check my notes.
Okay.
Yeah, they say that she's a Pisces and Bruno's an Aries.
Are you sure?
But Jojo Wiki says that he's a Libra because he was born on September 27th, 1980.
But Hiroki Araki has clearly stated on multiple occasions that's not how star signs work.
Okay.
This is how star signs work.
Now, of course, we've talked about Bruno as a Libra before, but let's talk about Bruno as an Aries.
I would love if we got this wrong and it was just like, no, we're doing this.
Who gives a shit? An Aries is a fire sign associated with the color red, Tuesday, and Mars. Its lucky numbers are 1, 8, and 17.
Liam.
Yeah.
Greatest overall compatibility, Libra. Did we get Pisces wrong?
No, Aries.
Did we get Aries wrong?
Who gives a shit?
I give
Nothing
a shit.
matters.
Okay.
The strengths of an Aries are courageousness, determinedness. Strengths: courageous, determined, confident, enthusiastic, optimistic, honest, and passionate.
No, say the ness on every one.
Weaknesses: impatient, moody, short-tempered, impulsive, aggressive. This doesn't sound like Bruno.
It doesn't, does it?
Aries likes comfortable clothes. No.
I mean, hang on, we've never worn
All
that
those
outfit.
zips.
They're not his clothes, that's his stand.
No, the zips on his clothes.
Oh. Yeah, alright, fair.
Taking on leadership roles, yes.
Yep.
Physical challenges.
Yes.
Individual sports.
Maybe.
Dislikes, inactivity, delays, work that does not use one's talents.
This is sounding very much like him now.
Anyway, blah, blah, blah.
The sun in such high dignity gives them excellent organizational skills. So you'll rarely meet an Aries who isn't capable of finishing several things at once. Often before lunch break.
I love finishing things before lunch break.
Did you know that Aries rules the head and leads with the head? Often literally walking head first.
Great.
Leaning forwards for speed and
Pisces.
focus.
Water sign. Mutable quality. Thursday.
Why did you say Thursday?
It's the day it's associated
What?
with.
Okay.
Lucky numbers 3, 9, 12, 15, 18, 24. That's right, you just won the Powerball.
Aren't all of those divisible by 3?
Yes.
What is the point?
Strengths: compassionate, artistic, intuitive, gentle, wise, and musical.
Would you say this lady was compassionate, artistic, intuitive, gentle, wise, or musical?
Not from where we've seen her, but we saw her for 5 minutes at the end of a very hard day.
Look, we saw her at her worst.
Weaknesses: fearful, overly trusting, sad, desire to escape reality, can be a victim or a martyr.
Oh no.
Likes being alone, sleeping, music, romance, visual media, swimming, and spiritual themes.
None of these sound like the lady that I saw.
Dislikes: know-it-all, being criticised, the past coming back to haunt,
Oh, no.
cruelty.
Of any kind.
Pisces are friendly people, find themselves in the company of different people, selfless, willing to help others without hoping to get anything back, much like this woman did for Malone.
You know, Pisces born are known by their wisdom, but under the influence of Uranus, Pisces sometimes can take the role of a martyr in order to catch the attention.
And of course, as Malone says, the Aries and the Pisces are two signs that have trouble connecting.
Oh. Well, obviously we got something very wrong.
Their connection is like a little death, making room for all that is new, untamed, and experienced. It is hard for them to bond, as much as it is hard for all of us to transcend, go beyond our physical body, and be one with the universe.
Well, this escalated quickly.
With that said, it's understandable how difficult it is for their sexual natures to accept one another. Because
One's a fish and other's a ram.
one is a woman on a train and the other's a laptop.
Yeah. To be fair, no, I got nothing. There's nothing that's going to save that.
If they are both open enough to find their intimate language, their sex life has to be weird and kinky if they want to succeed.
What? Is this still just on the... It is. What the hell?
Now, Babyface. While we're doing this, let's talk about Babyface.
Babyface. Now, don't get me wrong, but I believe Babyface is a reference to a song.
Incorrect.
Damn it.
You fool, you absolute boob. It's a reference to Kenneth Brian Edmonds, known professionally as Babyface, American singer, songwriter, and record producer. Written and produced over 26 #1 R&B hits throughout his career.
Incredible.
Won 11 Grammys.
11?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Calm it down.
Let's see some of the hits he's acted or produced.
What were his number ones?
In 2007, Babyface began dating backup dancer Nicole Nikki Pantenberg. Okay. In 2015, Babyface donated money to the presidential campaign of Senator Marco Rubio, Republican.
Alright, give me some of his hits. Come on, give me some of his winning hits. Like, End of the Road.
Yep, he won a Grammy for that. Best Rhythm and Blues Song. He won 2 for that, actually. For Best Rhythm and Blues Song and Producer of the Year Non-Classical.
Ooh.
The Bodyguard Original Soundtrack Album as producer. I will always love that movie.
Is that the one with,
You know.
with the guy talking that we used for a sample one time that you were super happy about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it was like... There's like a bit where there's like a monologue of some kind and you love that monologue or something. I don't know.
It's definitely not The Bodyguard.
Okay, never mind. What's The Bodyguard then?
That's the one where I will always love you.
Oh, I don't get it, but okay.
Ugh, do I need to play a clip?
Of Whitney Houston?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Particularly
So
not
you
now.
do get it then.
I get the song, I don't get The Bodyguard.
The Bodyguard
Oh,
by
God.
Liam S. Smith. Hi, I'm your bodyguard.
Wait, can we
You
make-
can be my long lost pal.
Can we make a truly terrible fanfic from The Bodyguard by Liam S. Smith?
The Bodyguard, 1992 American romantic thriller film directed by Mick Jackson.
No, I wouldn't read this.
Okay, the end.
Okay.
We know The Bodyguard are the Grammys for When I Can See You. When can I see you?
When I
Oh,
can
what
see
a good
you.
podcast.
We are doing so... This episode has thrown us, man.
And I'll make love to you. And
Whoa,
also someone to love, someone to love.
There you go.
You're making me high.
Hey, every time I close my eyes,
Change the world.
the day
A song for mama.
I care about you.
And Love, Marriage and Divorce with Tony Braxton.
This is sounding like one of those Christmas albums that you see ads
Yeah,
for
yeah.
on TV.
Just the scrolling text as like 3 different songs play.
Oh, man.
Babyface by Hirohiko Araki.
Give me those words.
Its appearance is an evil version of Echo's Act 3. You see it?
Like Freezer.
That's what... Well, you know, Echo's Act 3.
Looked like Freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now this guy.
It all comes full circle. Nick did say when he saw it for the first time, oh, it's Freezer.
And you laughed because you're like, oh, Nick, little do you know.
Yeah. Like the image of a demonic boy, the modified mohawk makes it feel more dangerous. Maloney's design was influenced by Venetian masks. I don't see that at all.
I don't see that at all either, but okay.
I mean, I guess he's got that.
The cat burglar mask? Yeah. Don't know how that's Venetian.
Maybe he's talking about like the little domino masks.
Domino masks?
You know, the one that just covers the rings around your eyes.
Oh. Yes, I think. I think I know what you're talking
right.
about. I'm not sure, but I think I know the ones you mean.
Hi, I'm Domino
Yeah.
Mask.
Yeah. I know that. Yeah. I know them now. The Batman mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that perfectly hides your identity because, as Venture Bros taught us, the things that you need to identify someone are those little circles around your eyes.
Yeah. Classic.
Okay, so we're running long and we've barely gotten into this battle. So
We haven't even gotten into the battle.
basically, Babyface keeps growing quickly and getting angrier. There's a good bit where Maloney reads a picture book of, this is Mr. Lion.
This is Mr. Giraffe.
This is Mr. Elephant. This is Mr. Bruno Bucciarati.
And he's getting eaten by them. Do that.
Yeah. These are toys. The spinning top. The baseball. The ice skates. Use them to kill his friends. Babyface is like, hey, I need to pee. What should I do? Maloney, showing great parenting's like, I don't know, just do it, I guess.
Yeah. Go for it. Back on the train.
I like that bit of the dynamic because it's like, clearly doesn't care about actual parenting at all.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's a means to an end to him.
But it's just like, okay, well, this is necessary.
Yeah,
so
who gives a shit? And basically, eventually, Babyface gets super angry because its mum is super angry and it inherits the nature from her. And kills her, turns her into cubes, and gets on the motorcycle and...
just fucks right off.
even though Maloney insists it's too soon.
What does that mean?
It means that he doesn't have 100% control over this critter, and that
He doesn't know what he's going to do.
that the host that he picked for the mother was too headstrong and too violent.
Two Pisces.
Sure.
Meanwhile, at some car parking lot somewhere.
Yeah, they're like, we should steal a car. No, we can't steal a car because they'll track the car too easily.
Giorno and lads are there, but no Bruno?
Yeah, Bruno and Trish are in the turtle. Oh, sidebar, also Babyface can automatically track Bruno's position because of the blood.
Which, it's still weird, but okay.
Well, I can buy that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Magic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or science. Laptops. Swabs. These are the things of science.
My God.
Oh, what should we do? Giorno starts punching cars. It's like, we won't steal one car, we'll steal 100 cars.
Okay, elaborate.
It would be really easy to track one stolen car. But if 100 cars go missing and all end up in pieces at different locations, it's going to be real hard to chuck up all those data points into something cohesive.
So, to do that, he starts punching all the cars with gold experience, turning them into frogs.
Yeah.
And they're all, like, wrecked before they're turned into frogs, and then they just hop away.
Yeah. The perfect crime.
Sure.
He's basically like, yeah, now we can get a car. It'll be great. Sure beats hitchhiking. And Abakio's like, whatever, Giorno. I hate you.
I just love that he's so consistently against whatever the hell he does.
Yeah. Whatever. Go tell Bruno. We're going to go steal a car. We're going to spend the rest of the episode trying to hotwire this baby. Face.
Right. Can do. And he just starts walking over to the turtle.
Yep. Meanwhile, in the turtle, there's trouble. Trish maybe needs to go to the toilet. Bruno won't let her out of the turtle. He puts a zip in the cupboard and is like, you can go in here.
And Trish is like, you are fucking joking,
Yeah, right? No, it's fine. It probably won't be bad for the turtle. Then, giant Giorno's face looms into the top of the turtle, being like, hey, we got a car.
I forgot about that.
That was such a good shot.
So good. Just out of nowhere. Hey, how you going?
What a great way to interrupt the most awkward scene these two have ever had. That's the best. That's my highlight for the episode.
Just right there.
Giant Giorno. But there's trouble. Because unlike a certain wide boy you may know,
Wide boy.
Babyface is no Mamoni and has left its mother behind.
Oh my God, no.
That's right. You thought I was going to stop saying Mamoni. We'd finished Train Battle.
Don't worry. We're keeping this up for the rest of the year.
Yeah. A motorcycle with no driver. Suspicious. Why? Trish has disappeared behind that armchair. Even more suspicious, as her arm, which is behind that armchair, is being dragged out of sight.
So Bruno walks over and is like,
Yeah, a cabinet.
That's Trish's arm, isn't it?
I'd forgotten the word cabinet until it was used like 10 minutes later in this episode, so I kept writing tiny closet.
You're just there like, what is that tiny closet? I swear it's a closet.
And Trish is inside the tiny closet, and she's made of cubes.
Tiny, closety cubes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then Bruno instantly gets cubed as well.
But how?
By
What?
Babyface.
But how?
The power to turn living creatures into cubes.
Of course, it's so simple.
Yes.
So Giorno's all like,
They've all gone.
it's weird.
Suspicious.
It was here before.
Yes. An attack. Better get God experience in there and check out that
Turtle
turtle
room.
inside. Yeah.
So he sends gold experience into the room.
A zip in the cupboard. What could this be for? Did Bruno escape down there? I'd best stick my head in and find. Oh no!
That's terrible.
Demolto.
What? Why is he saying Demolto now?
Oh, because I've captured Bruno and Trish. Okay, great. Get away immediately. I can't. The newbie is here. He has the turtle. Well, kill him and then do it quietly so as to not alert the others.
Can do, father. Meanwhile, back at the turtle.
Can do, father. It struck me as like I think a 1920s.
Can do, father. Go and get me that. I don't know why.
Get me that turtle.
Get in that turtle, boy. So anyway, Giorno's just there being like,
and Malone does a quick phone call to the other members, the two other remaining members of the Hitman team. The Hitman team.
Thank you.
Do you recall either of their names?
Risotto Nero's the head guy.
Yep.
We've had Prosciutto, Pesci, Malone.
Now, we saw this guy driving from behind, but you may recall he's the blue-haired one with red glasses who gets angry easily.
The one I basically just went, he's a nerd.
Yeah.
And you went, huh.
Yeah.
Oh, what was his name? It wasn't Seaweed, was it?
No, it was Ghiaccio.
What's Ghiaccio?
Cold.
Oh, damn it, that's almost Seaweed.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Damn. Well. So we get a nice little phone call. And he's all like, haha.
We have them.
No one's talking.
I have you now. Just double checking that name meaning. Yeah. Ice. Sorry.
There you go. Cold as ice.
Cool ice. Babyface.
There you go. So Babyface is nowhere to be seen, per se.
Yeah, so it's basically invisible.
And Giorno's all like, where's the stand?
Oh, my friggin' eye and my friggin' leg! As, like, cube beams hit him, and
He's all like, what the fuck is going on?
his leg gets torn off, and his eye is gone, leaving a cube-shaped hole in his head.
And he's all like, shit me, what the hell? Oh, I think I get what's going on.
Sorry, they got his throat before as he was going to go call for help.
That's right.
And there's a bit where they're all trying to hotwire the car and they look over and they see Giorno behind this fence waving. And they're like, oh, it's Giorno over there.
He probably wants us to hotwire the car faster.
He's probably just saying hi.
Yep.
Giorno should have done the classic, I've gone swimming at the beach and I'm in distress 2-arm wave.
What's that wave?
It's when you wave both your hands above your head crossing over.
Like this?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The listeners don't realise that we didn't do any of those motions.
Sometimes I wonder, if we ever made like a video and we'd be like, yeah, like what? Like this?
Yeah, the listeners don't realise that Nick and I stand stock still, upright in our chairs while we record. And any time we've previously described physically interacting with each other has been a lie.
You should know, ladies and gentlemen, that we're 3 feet apart at this point.
We're just brains in jars, like Baxter Stockman.
We have one microphone and a whole room to work with. What do you think we're going to do?
We exist on the internet as consciousnesses of pure energy and meme.
You might be thinking to yourself, you wanted to listen to this podcast, but was that really you?
Was that just you? Was that you? Or just the memes that directed you? That's right, we're the Patriots. Metal Gear Solid 5, Crystal Pups, see?
Oh my god, it all comes full circle.
Cool. Okay, so
we're running so long.
Giorno Giovanna gets his arms and legs ripped up by cube beams. And
so good.
Oh, my friggin' eye, my friggin' leg. I've gotta get out. Gotta save them. Pull the key out of the turtle. All the living creatures in the turtle start to float out. Malone, this is bad. I'm getting sucked out of the turtle because all the living creatures are. Yeah, but you're a Stan. Who gives a shit? No, but I have his eye.
Oh, the eye's a living creature.
The cabinet shoots out of the thing and like forms into like an egg shape.
It's a bit weird.
We later learn it's just a rock.
Yeah. I do also enjoy that Giorno's eye just sort of plops
Yeah.
nearby, but it's in that cube thing.
Yeah, that still makes like a wet plop.
Yeah, he's all like, oh, I get it.
Your stand. It chops up humans and reconstructs them into inanimate objects. What should I do? No. Okay. No, he can't breathe. He's got no... You thought I was talking from Giorno's perspective, but I bait and switched you. Oh, he can't breathe. He's got no leg. I should just kill him and steal the turtle. Gold Experience tries to punch him. It's no use. That's, of course, a quote from Sonic 2006.
Nice. That's not Sonic. That's,
Silver.
Silver.
The worst character.
Oh, Jesus. What a fucking disgrace.
He wants to kill the Iblis trigger in the past to save the future.
Ugh. Yeah, but his whole thing is that he has psychic powers or something.
Yeah, psychokinesis.
And it's like, that's his only feature, and it's shit.
He's crawling towards the fence, and like, I like this effect because Giorno hasn't been able to breathe for some time now. Much like his vision would be, the camera is starting to blur out. It's cool.
I thought that was just the internet dying.
I'm
glad to know that wasn't the internet dying.
No, that egg plops down right next to him. He tries to punch it. It splits in half. Yes, I hit him. No, that was just a rock. Babyface is in the fence wall.
The fence wall?
Yeah.
You mean the wall?
Yeah, but it's like a fence, you know.
Alright, fair.
The barrier.
The barrier. The obstacle.
God. Another big throat hit. Oh, I'm gonna die. So will Bruno. Trish is gonna get taken. Oh, he's so strong, Babyface. So invincible.
Invincible?
And Giorno lies on the ground and the light slowly leaves his eyes. Babyface. We see him for the first time in all his glory. He looks like
Freezer.
An evil version of Echo's Act 3. A stand that also matured from a mere egg.
How interesting. Also humanoid, also a bad boy.
Yeah. A bad version of a bad boy. It's so bad. Like the Power Glove.
So edgy. Like the Power Glove.
Like that kid who used the Power Glove in The Wizard.
The Power Glove.
I'm Babyface. I'm gonna get on the... He's got a big heart on his back. I noticed that for the first time in this episode. We don't see him from behind much, but he's got a big heart on his back.
There you go. So he gets on the motorbike. He's all like, I'm Babyface.
I ride a motorbike now.
Go fuck yourselves.
But then,
Oh, and also he informs Malone that he's killed the newbie.
Yep. Momentum shifts on a dime. The good music is playing.
Dun 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 dun.
No.
Oh.
I'm loving it. Giorno's there. He's standing. He's glowing with golden energy. Everything gets a really ugly yellow filter over it.
And he's all like, you thought I was dead, but you gave me an idea.
Yeah.
A great idea.
I saw that your power is the opposite power of my power because your power turns living things into inanimate objects, but my power turns inanimate objects into living things. So I'm doing that with all this shit to stick my eyes and face back together, and that's how the team gets a healing power in part 5.
Blammo. Didn't see that coming at all.
Cool. You might think that it was cool that Josuke Higashikata had the opposite power of his ultimate villain, Yoshikage Kira.
There it is.
But it's even cooler that I, Giorno Giovanna, have the opposite power of some weird fucking rape baby.
That no one wanted to see or deal with in this entire arc.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Quality content. I'm Giorno. I've stuck my foot back together in my throat, and here goes my eye.
His eye's back in.
That's the noise a Lego makes when you click one into another.
Just shoop. Ah, nice.
Oh, I'm gonna punch this motorbike before you can get away, making parts of the motorbike into roots and vines that cling on to Babyface. He's gotta split apart to get away from it. And then Giorno's still glowing with radiant energy. It's like, oh, he's gonna kill the turtle. No.
He's gonna kill the turtle.
Babyface is talking to Malone again. He's like, oh, the newbie. He's gonna get the turtle. I figured out what his power is. Just transmit that to your friends. Gotta kill him before he gets the turtle. No, Babyface's baby.
I knew we had to have a separate name.
No, Babyface's baby.
Babyhead. Babyhead's Babyface.
Wait for him to get the turtle and then kill him when he does. Much like Cars waited for Joseph Joestar, or maybe the other way around. One of them waited for the other to grab the redstone of Asia and then use that as their opportunity to attack. I think it was Cars because he was confident that he could survive the fall over the precipice.
But the ultimate being of the universe.
He didn't realize that he was so stupid because Joseph Joestar wasn't just grabbing the redstone of Asia, he was also kicking up a heap of snow to act as a brake.
Ah, classic, I think.
I'm pretty sure that's how that all went down, but don't at me, because who gives a shit?
Hey, Liam.
Yeah.
I give a shit.
Great. He grabs the turtle, Babyface emerges from the oil that's leaping out of the motorbike. He leaps out of the leaping. So, he's gonna get me. No, but it's fine. There's this bit. This is one of the most egregious, like, the energy of the fight shifting is a tangible thing. Even more tangible than when Bruno just ignored being punched last week.
Yeah. Well, he didn't ignore it. He just unzipped his head.
No, the time when they were hanging from the train and Prosciutto is punching him and the punch just has no consequence.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So, because Babyface is like, I'm gonna kill you now with my amazing powers. Punching. Giorno turns his face, looks at Babyface and starts talking, and the punch stops.
He's like, I bet you thought that you did punch me, but you didn't. I let it hit me.
He's literally winding up this huge attack, screaming that I'm gonna rip your head off, and then Giorno just goes, I learned a lot from you. Action stops cold.
He's like, what are you talking about, living man?
Maybe it was fate that we met, or just the attraction of stands, but you allowed gold experience to grow.
Explain further, flesh boy.
Tears off his wrist. No, you didn't tear off my wrist. I let you tear off my wrist.
What?
Here's some advice. You should probably defend yourself now rather than attack. No, I'm Babyface's baby. I'm gonna attack.
Well,
oh, shit.
Guess what? There's a piranha inside you.
Oh, piranha bursts out of his body. I'm Giorno Giovanna. I'm doing great. Just filled your chock full of piranhas. To be continued.
What the fuck was this episode, Liam? It's just...
If I remember correctly, there is a brief, like, I'm Giorno, I'm gonna punch you a lot next step, but it resolves basically immediately.
Yeah, okay, so... So what happens to Malone now? Well, maybe I have to guess.
Well, maybe you have to guess.
Oh, shit.
But
all right.
I'm pretty sure you can take a solid guess. But don't do that yet.
Yes.
Because, Nick, I need to ask you, What's our highlights and lowlights for this episode? You know, my highlight is Big Giorno.
Big Giorno face, just being like, well, hey there, guys. It's like a neighbor who peeks over the wall, but he's like Galactus.
Yeah, it's like if you were just going around about your day, and then suddenly a giant ripped off the roof of your ceiling and was like, hey guys, we're getting a car.
Show me what you got. My highlight is probably gonna have to be Giorno coming back to life and then proceeding to have absolutely nothing bad happen to him for the rest of the episode. Purely because he did die, right? Like, we saw light go from his eyes.
Yeah, but he didn't start steaming, crucially.
That's true.
And even so, the steam itself can be a fake out now, as the train battle taught us.
And as I did say when we were watching, I was like, well, how are they going to bring him back now?
And then,
immediately after seeing him
die. And then he was fine.
And then he was fine. So it's like, oh, okay, death is nothing now.
But he did learn himself a new power to heal people.
Yeah, which is good. I thought it was like, oh yeah, this is fun. This is a funner version of the train battle one where it's like,
whoa,
oh no, we're gonna die. Oh no, this was just like, oh shit, I have to die. And then he just comes back and it's like, oh good, there you go.
Great.
Yep.
Lowlights. I think you know what my lowlight is.
Is it Giorno? Is it Mr.?
Yeah, it's Giorno because he's not big enough for the rest of the episode. No, my lowlight is basically the first 5-10 minutes of this episode.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with that, even though I probably shouldn't overlap. But I'm going to agree with that. Just a lot of like, oh, this is deeply uncomfortable.
I think that's fine in this instance.
Yeah, all right.
I'm so glad they managed to condense this one almost entirely down to one episode. Because you may recall the hell that was suffering through 2 weeks of Alessi's child endangerment adventures.
Alessi's child...
Using his shadow powers to make Polnareff a baby.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah. It's just like, this one's really bad because it's just some random lady who just
isn't even involved.
Yeah, she's just sitting there in this train being like, oh,
I'm rude.
I hate these peasants. And you're like, yeah, okay, so she's
a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure bystander.
Yeah. Which doesn't mean that she needs to be, I don't know,
exploited. So, Nick.
Like so. Yes.
Babyface's baby is chock full of piranhas.
So it's probably going to die.
Yep. They're stealing 100 cars to get to their destination.
Only using one.
Yep. Giorno's learned a new healing ability.
Yep.
What will happen next time on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5 Vento Oreo in the episode entitled Head to Venice?
Ooh, baby head.
To Venice.
To Venice. Okay, Malone. I don't know if Malone will look like he's been eaten alive by piranhas or not, because it feels like it's a little bit of a separation between Babyface and Malone.
Yeah, like maybe if they'd smashed up the laptop.
Yeah, but that didn't happen.
No.
So I'm just kind of thinking, oh, well, what the hell's going to happen to Malone? So my guess is he's failed. Someone will come and murder him.
Ah, yes. I'm Risotto Nero and you've disappointed me for the last time.
Exactly.
Malone. And then I kill you with my stand, which is...
magic.
Yep.
I don't know.
I'm just a straight up sorcerer, baby face.
So we know that they're going to get to Venice if they're taking this car. However...
Or will they?
Will they reach Venice, or will they be stopped along the way for another road battle?
By a man that we saw in a car, question mark?
There was the man in a car?
Giorno.
Was he in a car?
Yeah.
Well.
He was on his cell phone while driving, which is inadvisable, and in many places, illegal.
I think yes.
Ah.
So he's going to show up, and then we'll begin a two-parter probably.
And they'll be like, man, why are you so angry all the time?
What episode were we up to? 20?
This was 20. This is 130.
Yeah. But what's the episode in part 5? Because I think there must be more than like 2 more stand battles. But Risotto Nero...
Oh, no, yeah. There's a long way to go in this story. There's 39 episodes total.
Jesus Christ. Okay, well, Risotto Nero is very clearly the end boss. Right? Because he's
Nick, never forget that the goal is to take over the boss.
Oh, yeah. No, that is a good point, actually.
You forgot, just like I warned you that you never must.
Okay, well, Risotto Nero is going to be the end one of this group,
Of course.
But he has such a design that looks like...
He's so evil.
I know! He doesn't even have human eyes! So, okay, maybe it'll be, we have a road battle with Giorno that will involve him saying, yes, I can imbue my car with some kind of power or something.
Oh, much like Wheel of Fortune back in the day.
Yeah, so his will be weird or something. Maybe it'll be like, I can flip between positions of cars.
Like,
that makes
like
sense.
the twins in the Matrix.
Yeah,
Reloaded.
kind of. Yeah. Wait, not the twins. No, like the agents.
Oh yeah, sorry.
The twins
What
can
do the
just turn
twins
into
do?
ghosts.
Oh, okay.
You fool.
Sorry. It's been a while since I've watched The
God.
Matrix Reloaded.
Ugh.
The best one of the Matrixes that everyone loved the ending to and set a bad precedent in cliffhangers, which
What happened at the end
was
of
of course capitalized on by the underwhelming Avengers Infinity War.
What happened in Reloaded?
I don't know. I think it's like Neo's flying to save Trinity before she dies.
Yeah.
And that's the end.
Yeah, but he saves her.
I don't think he does. I think she dies.
No, I'm pretty sure they live.
Okay. But isn't the prophecy that she's gonna die?
Yeah. She dies eventually.
Remember when he got into that fight with all those Agent Smiths?
Yes, that was good. That was a good fight. That was probably the best, second best part of that film.
The Matrix.
Okay. Anyway, point being, it'll be a Matrix road battle with a guy named Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Malone will get killed by the Hitman team.
Ah,
By
Rizzo De Niro.
And Trish will have her first usage of her stand power in this ep, I reckon. I reckon this is the one. This is the baby.
Well, they've been setting it up.
They have been setting it up pretty hardcore. But will it happen? I don't know.
We'll find out next time on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Head to Venice.
That could be a super, chill bossa nova remix.
Okay, so, Nick, this brings us to the end of our episode.
Oh, damn.
What an episode.
Yeah.
It was.
So I was going to try making the araki.text Twitter account this week.
Yep.
Didn't happen.
Great.
Shockingly, it didn't happen.
Sweet beans.
It's really hard.
I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe one day I will, but who knows?
When all your dreams come true, be continued.
Arrivederci.